Yo, so I had a homie send me a TikTok video asking about piercings and tattoos. So let me go ahead and put you on game. So a lot of people saying you can get tattoos and piercings because it's in the Bible. This is true. It is in the Bible. They got it from Leviticus chapter 19 verses 28. And this is very crucial and important. What we need to know is the context of that scripture. You can't just snatch and grab any scripture you want. You have to know the context. Meaning, like, who is he talking to? What it was about? What is that time period? You have to know the full scope before you snatch and grab scriptures at the Bible. So the scripture says, don't make any cuttings or piercings or markings of the dead on your body. I'm paraphrasing. You can go read it yourself. But this is the thing. Again, we got to go back to context. Who was he talking to? Well, Leviticus is found in the Pentateuch of basically the 5 books of the Bible written by Moses. And that kind of gives you an idea who this was for and who's the author and who he's talking to. Moses wrote the book of Leviticus for the Mosaic Law for the people of Israel. Again, the people of Israel. So this was the law given from God to Moses to the Israelites, saying, do not do these paganistic things in that time frame and what that culture was wrapped in. Don't do those things. But you're probably thinking like, okay, what does it have to do with modern day Christians? For Christianity, it's something different. Remember, we can go back to my last video talking about being saved by grace. It is a free gift. Something is different about our relationship with God versus the Mosaic Law. There's something different. It's a different way we communicate with the one and true God. It's different from the people of Israel and modern day Christians. There's a difference. So honestly, if you are a believer in Jesus Christ, you are not under the law. You are free from the law. You can go read Romans chapter 6. The entire thing breaks down how you are not under the law. And no, it's not a license to sin, but you're under grace. Grace, go back to my last video and you know what it is. So many Christians still like, nope, you gotta live by Mosaic law. You gotta move. Not understanding, again, context of things. So since we're not under the law, I see it more as a wisdom thing. Should I get a tattoo? Why am I getting a tattoo? So 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 31 says, whatever you do, whether you eat, drink, whatever you do it unto the glory of God. So that should be something I think about when it comes to this, because I think it's more of a wisdom thing versus a flat out, don't do this. Is me getting a tattoo glorifying God? Now, that's up for you to answer in your heart. Like, yo, I'm getting this. It's going to glorify God. That is a wisdom thing. It's not, I have none. I'm not against them either. But it's the thing of like, what is this going to do for my spiritual life? How can this help me, grow as a Christian? Like, that's what we have to think about. Now, for those that are going to be like, see, you giving people license to do whatever, or you supposed to keep the law. Okay, if we keep laws, that same chapter in Leviticus talking about don't get tattoos. And that same passage says, if you don't wear a garment with 2 different fabrics or threading, that mean if your shirt is made out of cotton and polyester, you're sinning. You have to take things into context. You can't just say, it's in there, we gotta obey it. You have to look at the context. Paul and James were like adamant about this. They were like, yo, you drop the ball on one, drop it on all. Paul goes on in Galatians chapter 5, which is one of my favorite books. Bro, if you wanna identify with circumcision, aka the law, Christ is no avail to you. So grace, you just said, nah, I got it, Jesus. I don't want your free gift. I got it. So again, so you're sitting here trying to keep laws. Laws can't get you into the kingdom. The law isn't bad, but it doesn't save you. So I'm saying, before you try to condemn someone about tattoos and being legalistic and saying you have to keep all of the Bible and without using context, you got to look at your clothes and make sure you don't have on two different fabrics. I'm just saying, if you're going to keep the law, that's what you have to take into mind. You can't sit here like, I'm not going to do this one, that one. No, you have to understand who he was talking, who the authors were talking to, the time period, and what was going on. There's the full give the full story before you just snatch something and live by it, because doing that can have you walking out of alignment of what God's will is for your life.